So people are complaining that our gas is no longer the same. It's no longer the gas that we used to smell. It's no longer the gas that we used to burn. That it's ethanol, that it has changed, that it doesn't last anymore. So let's hear these people out.
Dear government, I don't know what you're putting in the gas, but this stuff is not burning as long as it used to. Because, dude, I filled my truck up like a week ago and I'm already filling up gas. I ain't drove that far, bro. What are we talking about? What are we doing? Yeah, they're definitely cutting it with some BS. I don't know. I drive a truck, but for the most part, I get very good gas mileage. But as of here recently, as of these past 58 days, you know, I've just been, the gas has been terrible quality. It has. Tell me if you've experienced this phenomenon in your life.
The federal government just confirmed that they are about to start diluting your gasoline this May. So basically, the EPA just announced that starting on May the 1st, gas stations across the country can sell E15 fuel nationwide. If you're somebody that doesn't know what E15 fuel is, it's gasoline that's cut with 15% ethanol instead of just the usual 10. And you literally cannot make this up right now because they are calling it fortifying the domestic fuel supply, which is a really weird way to say that you're just going to be adding more corn juice to people's gas.
The EPA has issued emergency waivers for gasoline blends like E15.
Now this is why it actually matters to you, because ethanol has less energy than regular gasoline, so your car gets worse fuel economy on E15. The entire point of this is that you might be saving about 25 cents per gallon at the pump, but you're burning through it faster, so obviously the savings just cancels itself out. But this is the part that genuinely nobody's talking about, because the EPA normally bans E15 during the summer because ethanol evaporates faster in heat and creates more smog. They explicitly know this, but they just decided to waive their own rule that they made anyways because gas prices are high right now and people are angry. And if you're somebody that owns an older car, a lawnmower, a boat, or a chainsaw, they're saying to be careful because E15 can mess up those engines. So they're making your gas cheaper by just making it worse. Is that even surprising at this point?
They're lying to us about the gas. They've done something, and they're lying to us about the gas. Now, I said this on another video, and immediately hit Chadsplainers in the comments telling me I probably just needed an oil change. My tires were probably underinflated. I'm a woman and don't know what I'm doing, and my personal favorite, newish cars have this thing in the computer where you can track your gas. If you don't drive something ancient, you could probably just check that. You'll see you're wrong. Thank you, Chads of the world, said literally no one ever. Before the trip that I made the video about, I had, surprise, surprise, just gotten an oil change. I check my tires all the time because, surprise, surprise, on my 10-year-old truck, I do have that same computer stuff, and I can see where my tire pressure is, so I keep it consistent. Speaking of, funny enough, I can see exactly how much mileage my truck is getting, and it's changed. I've had this truck for 3 months. When I first got this truck and I would fill up, it would tell me I had between 419 miles, either like 412 to like maybe 425-ish range after a fill up. Cool. When I would track my driving, it was about 19 miles to the gallon. I never really did the math on that, but okay. When I fill up, I have about 420 miles. Now, I filled up this morning and wouldn't you know, that's not 420, is it? Mind you, I did a fuel treatment the last time I fueled up and didn't do the math off that time because, you know, there'll be a little bit less gas. So this time when I filled up, 100%, that's not 420. So, like I said, they're doing something to the gas.
So I've been seeing videos on here about gas and gas prices and how people are talking about how the gas doesn't last as long. I too have noticed that I do have to fill up a little bit more regularly, and obviously that it takes a lot more money to do it. But what I've noticed is the smell of gas. So the smell of gas has changed. I remember when I was a kid, you know, the smell of gas, because most gas stations didn't have the protectors, keep the fumes from coming out. But I remember the smell as a kid, and I remember the smell as a teenager. I mean, you remember things like this. Gas today does not smell like the gas of the past. It has a different smell to it. It almost reminds me of, like, if you have a gas can out and it rained for like a week and water had got into the gas, and it gives you that like weird water smell with the mixture of the water and gas. So maybe that's why it's not lasting very long. I don't know.
Y'all think I'm bullshitting. Gas doesn't last as long as it used to. I'm serious. Y'all gotta pay attention. People who track their gas mileage are saying that gas is not lasting as long as it used to, and now it's $1 more. They're doing something to the gas, just not as strong, guys. I'm telling you, this is not a joke. I'm not just bullshitting. It's true. I have to fill up twice a week now, and I'm taking the same route that I've been taking for 5 years. Pay attention.
Well, America, guess what? My suspicions are no longer just theories. I got bad gas in my car today. Last time I filled up was Wednesday evening, $20. At a place that I go to a lot, never had a problem. And I knew something's been going on with the gas because the mileage is not adding up no more. And I do a lot of driving in the afternoon and nighttime, okay? So, what's going on? I know they're watering down the fucking gas. I don't care if it's the reserves are coming from wherever, whatnot. There's water in the gas in our tanks right now, and they're doing it on purpose. Yeah, so y'all better pay attention when y'all getting gas, and just know that what I was theorizing about and had a hunch on, it's fucking true, because it happened to me today. Oh, fucking boy!
Alright, y'all, is it just me, or does gas not smell like gas anymore, man? It just done sprayed gas all over here, and I don't smell nothing, man. This gas don't even smell like gas. And it's expensive. I think they watering it down, y'all.
Hey, I know a lot of you motherfuckers are saying gas ain't getting me what it used to. Gas ain't getting me what it used to. Well, the way that they could actually they do add certain deterrent packages to gas, but a realistic way that they could actually create more gas without actually adding more gas is put more ethanol in it. And if you think that it's beyond the Trump administration to just tell companies to break regulations to make it appear like we got more gas and to fuck you, then you're high. Because I mean, I got an EV, so I don't got these problems, but I know all y'all out there being like, gas isn't getting me as many miles as it used to. Well, if they add ethanol, it's also gonna fuck your engine up. But who regulates that? The Environmental Protection Agency. Yeah, and you know what Trump thinks about that place. Yeah, renewable fuel standards monitored by the EPA. Renewable identification numbers. Yeah, this dude defrauds everybody in this country daily. So if you think this motherfucker is not going to let the gas companies rip you off to account for fuel shortages or just to put additives in their gas to fuck off your gas mileage, yeah, I'm not putting it past this motherfucking administration. Get an EV. That solves your problem. But could it be plausible right now? All the gas companies are in Trump's pocket. That's Trump's guys right there. Yeah. Possible.
So I was born in the Philippines, and as a Filipino, I watch Filipino news sometimes, and there's a state of emergency that happened in the Philippines where people are just walking to work. They're not driving, they're not commuting, they're just walking to work. And as small of a country Philippines is, it's a very neighborhood country. Like, people get along and they unite. So when people protest, the whole country protests. It's everybody. So When people walk to work, everybody's gonna walk to work. You know, it's crazy how oil affects everybody, you know?
Bro, oh my mama, I swear to God on my life, I just got this gas 2 days ago, filled to the top, and I have not went nowhere, and now my gas is down to half. Oh my God, they're doing something to the gas. I don't care.
Does your gas feel like it's not going as far as it normally does? Okay, so many people on here are saying that they're filling their cars up and they're noticing a 60 to 100 mile difference in how long their gas lasts them now. And a lot of people are saying, well, the gas is watered down. And I don't think that's the case. I think their version of watering down is more ethanol. And so that makes your car run like shit. It can lock up your motor, a whole bunch of shit, a whole bunch of different reasons too. But it's happened to me. I have noticed a drastic change on how long my gas lasts me. And I'm not going and putting in no 93 in my tank. I'm putting in 87, the shit that my car needs to run. Okay, but there are so many people who are noticing this as well. Now, I've seen videos where people are going to the pump and they're holding a little lever on the first notch and it's charging them, but nothing's coming out. Make it make sense. There's a lot of funky shit going on right now, and this is one of those things where we have to pay attention and we have to hold people accountable. That's our money they're fucking with.
I know gas is expensive right now, but is anybody else realizing that their gas is going quicker? And I don't mean because it's more expensive. Hold on. I mean literally. I put 93 in this bitch. 93. And it's not doing what it used to do. Let me find out. Y'all motherfuckers are taxing us and watering this shit down. Anybody else? I am actually so serious. Track your shit. You know. That's how you tell if you need maintenance or you need something. I want your opinion. Is gas not lasting what it did before? I know it's expensive as shit. Answer the question.
Okay, we can all agree that gas is more expensive than most of us are used to. Yes, I won't argue that. However, it seems like the gas is burning quicker than usual. I've been to the gas station 4 times this week, and I've spent over $120 on gas, and I use 87, and this is Alabama. So this is not the most expensive place. Like, gas right now is between $3.59 and $3.89 a gallon at the various gas stations that we have around here. But I don't know, like, it's $35 is only getting me a half tank, and I'm having to go back 2 days later. Like, I don't even go too many places, so $35 ain't $35 anymore. Like, there's something wrong with the gas, or they lying on the pumps. It can't be just me. Like, is your gas burning real fast? Because the more I'm putting in there, the faster it's running out. It ain't making sense. It's giving less petroleum and more petroleum jelly. Because what y'all putting in these pumps? What's in my tank that's burning faster than sugar on the stove?
Yo, it can't just be me. I filled up yesterday. I ain't went nowhere besides take my kids to school and come back, go to work. And my kids' school, like, 15 minutes from the house. My job, like, 25 minutes from my kids' school. Why am I on a half a tank? What's going on with the gas? Something going on with the gas, and I don't like it. I even went and got an oil change yesterday because I was like, well, maybe it's my car. No, it's not. Something going on.
I ain't gonna lie, this cannot be the same gas that our parents was burning. This is not the same gas that our parents was burning. I just filled this tank, bro. I just filled this. When I tell you I just filled this yesterday, I've only did 3 things in this vehicle. 3 things. I went to the gym, oil change, the crib. That's it. That's the 3 things I did. Gym, I drove from work to the gym. From the gym to the oil change place. From the oil change place to the crib. Full tank. Yesterday, I am at half. This is not the same gas our parents was burning. I remember back in the day, a dub could get you all the way around the world. I swear 20 could get you around the world. Bro, if you used to give somebody a dub for gas, oh, that was love. You gave them 20 for gas, oh, you love them. That was straight love. 5, you used to be able to let somebody get in your whip with 5. 5 will do you good, bro. $5 not gonna get you a spit in the tank. This cannot be the same gas our parents was burning.
And another thing, I don't know what they're putting in the gas, but the gas is not gassing anymore. I remember when I could fill my tank up with like $20, and that tank would last me for 2 weeks if I really wasn't using it. I filled up my tank on Sunday, and by Tuesday, it was at half tank, or Wednesday, it was at half tank. And I don't go anywhere. I don't go anywhere, just to school, and it's like right down the street. So I'm like, what are they, is it like, I'm starting to think that they are chasing gas with water and just selling it to us for a higher price because it's just not lasting anymore. It's not hitting the same.
Alright, so peep this. Now they're messing with the gas. Ever since the gas prices have skyrocketed, I have noticed a significant decrease in the gas mileage I get in my car. Now, a little context, I have a newer car with a turbo. I run premium. So for those of you that run premium gasoline in your cars, you know the difference between the points. And if you were to run, say, regular gas, you would notice a significant decrease in mileage and overall performance and things like that. Now, since these gas prices have gone up, and I Uber on the side as a side hustle, so I pay very close attention to this kind of stuff. And I started noticing a few days ago that I had to fill up again in the middle of the day when I normally wouldn't have to fill up again until the next morning. And I haven't changed my driving habits, distance I'm going, anything like that. But since these gas prices have gone up, I'm about to run my third tank now and really test this. I have noticed that I am getting about 100 less miles per tank still running premium. Now, for those of you at home watching this wondering, hey, I wonder if that's a thing, I want you guys to do this little experiment as well. If you know what you typically get for mileage, you know, set your thing to be able to check the mileage you're getting during each tank. I want you guys to go ahead and fill up your gas tank and see if you're getting the same gas mileage as before. And I can guarantee you that you are not. So, what are they doing? Well, I wish I had an answer to that, but I know I'm paying $5 a gallon right now, and I'm not getting the same mileage that I always get, and I got a brand new car. Make that make sense.
I think they are, and I don't know who they is yet, maybe the government, but someone is cheating us on valuable, efficient gas. I filled up my car Wednesday at noon, and it gets anywhere between 476 to 483. And I only drive 3 places: home, church, and occasionally the library. Back then, like a month ago, I was driving all over San Antonio, and my needle didn't move, like, at all. Like, it would still be at the full mark. I go 3 places. That's like 25 to 30 miles between these 3 places. My needle is already, it's like right above the 3/4 mark. I just filled it. Like, at this rate, I can't even sit in this car without my gas going down. And it's completely off. Like, right now, it's off. So I don't know what's going on. I also spent $50 filling up my gas this time, and it's never been that high because it's always been around 30, 35. So at this rate, like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, this gas is not the same gas as it was a month ago.
Can someone explain to me why in some states gas prices look like this and in other states it looks like this? California! So why can 2 states be paying totally different prices for the exact same gallon of gas? I'll tell you, it's not because the president hates your state, it's a lot more specific than that. As of right now, the national average is around $2.90, but in some states it's still over $4. So what's actually driving that gap? Here's the simplest way to understand it. We'll think of gas as a base price, and states decide how much extra they want to pile on top of it. Think of taxes, fees, special fuel rules, and climate programs. I can only imagine which states implement climate programs. And here's the key: your state controls a huge chunk of what you pay at the pump. California having the highest state gas tax, about 71 cents per gallon according to the Tax Foundation. Now compare that to many red states that keep their gas taxes lower. The one that caught me off guard is that Alaska has the lowest gas tax in the entire country. Even with that, Alaska is still ranked number 4 in the highest gas prices in the US. But taxes isn't even the biggest part in some blue states. A bunch of blue states also layer on climate programs that acts as extra costs per gallon. For example, Washington's cap and trade program has been blamed for adding on an additional 21 to 50 cents per gallon. So if you're in a state like that, you're not just paying for fuel, you're paying for policy goals baked into the price. Now here's the sneaky one: fuel blend rules. California is the king of this. When a state requires a special blend, the supply tightens, and when supply gets tight, prices jump faster and stay higher longer. Meaning if they have refinery issues, pipeline hiccups, or maintenance, you can't just order some gas from the next state over overnight. Now, a lot of red states sit closer to major refining and distribution networks, especially around the Gulf Coast. Meanwhile, many blue states have stricter rules that make it harder to expand refineries and build new pipelines. So supply stays constrained, and constrained supply plus extra fees equals higher prices. Every time. Now look at where gas is cheapest. It's heavily concentrated in parts of the South and the Midwest. Texas, for example, has been sitting around the mid $2 recently, while states like California and Hawaii are sitting way above $4. So here's my take. Blue state leadership often choose policies that explicitly make gas prices much higher to push people towards EVs and emission goals. Red states usually choose affordability and less add-on cost. You can agree or disagree with that trade-off, but you can't pretend it's a mystery.
Also, something is going on with the motherfucking gas, because I put motherfucking $20 in there. I got 145 miles. When I drove off from the gas station, but it's not even 5 minutes later, I'm on 99 miles. So I don't want to hear nothing about there's nothing going on with the gas, blah, 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 blah. It's happened twice already. Something is most definitely going on with the gas, and we know what's going on with the gas. But we live in a country where it's easier to complain than not do shit about anything. So, yeah.
A lot of people that I know of are complaining about gas prices, how, it's just too much, that they want to switch to Tesla electric car because it's more convenient and it saves you a lot, So, I don't know. Are we still going to use gas vehicles or switch to something else like Tesla?
That's it right there. And if you smell it, that does not smell like gasoline.
Not only have the gas prices increased, the gas is diluted. Am I the only one that has noticed that? The gas is diluted. I'm going to the gas station way more than I was. It's running out faster. There's no way it's telling me how many miles I left this quick, and it's going down faster. Nobody was noticing. This is crazy. Somebody gotta do something. Somebody gotta say something. This is crazy.
Are you fucking $60? This shit used to fill up on 35. Oh my god.
What the fuck you mean gas is $8.79?
Look at him looking at the gas price.
God, $3.99. Hey, y'all see what they be doing out here? Stop fucking blowing me. You good, buddy? You good, buddy? Stop blowing me. You good?
I think she just changed her price.
Oh my God.
If the gas go down. Yes, the gas needs to go down. Jesus. Woo.
¡Ya, ¡Pinche pendejo, güey! ¡Ya!
I have $3.74. Do something to me.
Bro, I thought $5 was tough. I started looking around. I was like, okay, $40 is straight. Then I turned around and looked. If it put $2.
No, it's outrageous.
And look, it's almost $7.
Drivers reacting to San Francisco gas prices that are going for, yes, $6.57 a gallon for regular unleaded at this Chevron station, $5.96 on average in San Francisco.
The Bay Area is paying close to $2 more than the national average for gasoline, which is absurd. We should be at $1 more.
That's Jamie Court, who heads the nonprofit Consumer Watchdog. We also spoke with UC Berkeley's Severin Bornstein, an expert in the industry.
Right now, gas prices are actually up more than you would expect given where oil prices are, but I think the market is just trying to catch up with the oil market, and the oil market, of course, is still extremely volatile.
Several states have dropped, suspended, or paused gas taxes to lower driver costs amid the war with Iran. Borenstein is against that.
Yeah, I think a state tax holiday is pretty problematic because I think it's hard to reinstate it.
Unlike Borenstein, Court believes that price gouging is happening right now across the state of California. He believes we should be at around 87 cents above the national average in California, not $2.
Well, the numbers don't lie. Refiners are making $1 more per gallon than they did in January. They're making $1.50 a gallon, and based on 2 years of historical data, that's as much as they have made at any time or any month in the last 2 years.
Price differences certainly can be seen. Empty at this gas station in San Francisco because across the street where I'm standing, it's more than 40 cents cheaper. As for who is to blame, Court believes the governor should be doing more to regulate refiners.
Trump can be responsible for 66 cents in increased costs because of the increased cost of crude. Newsom's responsible for that extra dollar that refiners are charging us that they shouldn't.
Of course, Trump can end this at any time by just declaring victory.
Still, though, some drivers trying to make the best out of the situation.
Dealing with it, but not happy about it.
Yes. But we just think that, we still have customers.
It's crazy how we have to rely on gas so much because gas is a very big important factor in our economy. If it goes super expensive where people can no longer afford it, things are going to collapse. Countries are going to be affected. And it just sucks, I've heard of this guy who used to turn trash, recycled stuff into gas. The kid was an inventor. I've never heard of him ever since. And also this guy who uses water as a source of gasoline. It's crazy, right? I've never heard of him ever since too. So that invention is probably hidden or, put away. But it's crazy how nature can provide us things to use as a fuel. But you know how people are. People are greedy and they will take advantage of things so they can earn money. They can be rich off of oil or whatever it is. But yeah, it is what it is, man. We just gotta go along to get along. Pay your gas.